4th of July, everybody. And let's give it up for John and Amy from here. I bought my daughter a car, and I took it back east to her, and I parked it outside the diner. I'm going to meet her and her boyfriend for lunch. So I parked the car outside the diner, and I walked inside to meet them for lunch, and my daughter says to me, "Dad, that's the car I want, right out there in the parking lot. And it's the same color car I want." And I said, "Honey, that's your car. Here's the car keys. I bought that car for you." Then her boyfriend, Steve, said, "I wish you were my father." I said, "I don't. Then you'd be fucking your sister." I was in Winnemucca the other day, and on the marquee, it said, "Herschel, the Magnificent Jew." So I have to go check this out. I go into the theater, buy a ticket, sit down, and here comes Herschel out on stage. He's got a white robe on. He comes out on stage. He opens the white robe up. He's standing there completely naked. He drops the robe, and he's hung like King Kong. In front of him is a table with 3 little walnuts. 3 little walnuts on the table. So he takes his manhood and he smashes one of the walnuts, smashes another one, smashes another one. And he gets a standing ovation. Everybody stands and claps. He puts his robe on, goes backstage. The headliner comes out. I had to leave. 20 years later, I'm back in Winnemucca. Same theater, same marquee. Herschel, the Magnificent Jew, is performing tonight. So Herschel walks out on stage. He opens his robe up. He drops his robe. He's standing there naked. And this time in front of him is 3 coconuts. 3 big coconuts on his table. So he takes his manhood, he smashes the coconut, smashes the other coconut, smashes the other coconut, and he gets a standing ovation. Puts his robe back on, goes back behind stage. The headliner comes out. I said, "I gotta go talk to Herschel. He looks the same as he did 20 years ago." So I go backstage, knock on the door, and I said, "Can I come in?" Herschel said, "Yeah, come on in. I want to ask you a question." He said, "What's that?" I said, "I saw this act 20 years ago, and you were smashing walnuts on this table in front of you. Now you're smashing coconuts. I don't get it." He said, "My eyesight is not as good as it used to be." My 3rd grade teacher, I'll never forget her name. Her name was Mrs. Hotel, and she was ugly. Just ugly, ugly, ugly. Of course, I'm in 3rd grade. Anyways, she brings her baby into the class one day, and we all come by and look at the baby in front of her desk, and the baby is ugly as she is. And so I don't know what to say, so I'm looking down at the baby, and Mrs. Hotel was the one that used to hit you in the hand with a ruler, so I didn't want to say the wrong thing. So I said, "You know, she looks like she's really going to be smart." The same teacher, Mrs. Hotel, 3rd grade, she asked the class, "If you could be anything you wanted to be, what would you like to be? What kind of animal would you like to be?" Little Johnny raises his hand. He said, "I'd like to be a bird." Mrs. Hotel says, "Why? So you could fly and soar in the wind?" He said, "No, so I could shed light." TMT, Dave the Rave, that's my time.
Dave the Rave. I think we've got Victor Speedy Gonzalez right now. Please back away from the stage. Rave to zone.